February 9, 2004, a night etched in icy stillness. New Hampshire's Route 112, a desolate ribbon of asphalt winding through the White Mountains. It was here that a young woman's life veered sharply from the familiar, plunging into an abyss of unanswered questions. 21-year-old Maura Murray, a promising nursing student, vanished. Her disappearance, a chilling enigma that has gripped the nation for 2 decades. Maura's car, a battered Saturn sedan, rested silently by the side of the road. Its hazard lights blinked a desperate message into the night. Inside, signs of a frantic struggle. The driver's side airbag deployed, a single wine glass on the dashboard. But of Maura, no trace. No footprints in the snow, no witnesses, no ransom demands. The mystery of Maura Murray is not just a missing persons case, it's a chilling whisper that refuses to be silenced. The story of Maura Murray is a tapestry woven from threads of ordinary life abruptly severed. A young woman on the cusp of adulthood, she was a beloved daughter, a dedicated student, a loyal friend. Beneath the surface of normalcy, whispers of a hidden struggle, a DUI charge, a mysterious phone call, hinting at a lurking darkness. The search for Maura intensified. Police scoured the woods, divers plumbed lakes, helicopters buzzed overhead, but the wilderness held its secrets close. Volunteers distributed flyers, her face a haunting reminder. Was she running from her problems, or was there something more sinister? The truth remained buried beneath layers of snow and unanswered questions. Maura Murray, a name synonymous with a haunting mystery, was once a vibrant young woman brimming with potential. Born in 1982, Maura grew up in Hanson, Massachusetts, the third of 5 children in a close-knit Irish Catholic family. Her childhood photos reveal a bright smile, a twinkle in her eye, a life unfolding like the pages of a beloved storybook. From a young age, Maura excelled both academically and athletically. A natural leader, she captained her high school track team, her competitive spirit matched only by her infectious enthusiasm. Her dedication extended beyond the track, excelling in her studies and nurturing a close circle of friends. Maura possessed a warmth, a genuine kindness that drew people to her. Maura's dream was to become a nurse, a calling that resonated deeply within her. After graduating high school, Maura enrolled in the nursing program at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, a testament to her ambition and drive. College life at UMass Amherst brought new challenges and experiences for Maura. She embraced the independence, the intellectual stimulation, the camaraderie of dorm life. Yet beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic existence, cracks began to appear. The weight of expectations, the pressure to succeed, the complexities of young adulthood, all cast shadows on Maura's once bright path. Academically, Maura's performance began to waver, a stark contrast to her previous excellence. She confided in friends about feeling overwhelmed, the demanding nursing curriculum taking its toll. Sleepless nights, mounting anxiety, and a growing sense of isolation crept into her life. Adding to her struggles was a recent DUI charge, a mistake that shook Maura deeply. The consequences weighed heavily on her conscience, amplifying the existing pressures she faced. The days leading up to Maura's disappearance were marked by puzzling events. On February 7, 2004, Maura totaled her father's car in an accident. Though unharmed, she was visibly shaken. That night, Maura made several calls to her boyfriend at West Point. Friends said she was distraught afterward. On February 9th, Maura packed, withdrew cash, and left her dorm. She emailed her professors about a false family emergency. Hours later, her car was found abandoned on Route 112. Maura Murray vanished, leaving unanswered questions that have haunted investigators for nearly 2 decades. The initial hours after a disappearance are critical, a race against time to gather evidence, chase down leads, and hopefully, bring a missing person home. In Maura Murray's case, those precious hours were hampered by a series of missteps, miscommunications, and a pervasive sense that somehow the gravity of the situation was misjudged. When Maura's car was discovered on Route 112, the scene was treated as a routine accident. A bus driver, passing by shortly after the crash, reported seeing a young woman, presumably Maura, standing by the vehicle. The responding officer, assuming Maura had sought help from a nearby resident, noted the accident but didn't immediately file a missing person report. By then, precious time had been lost. As news of Maura's disappearance spread, a massive search effort was launched. Hundreds of volunteers joined law enforcement, combing the dense woods surrounding the crash site. Divers braved the icy depths of nearby bodies of water, while helicopters scanned the rugged terrain from above. But the wilderness yielded no answers, only a haunting silence. Witnesses reported seeing a young woman matching Maura's description in the area, but none of these sightings could be definitively corroborated. Rumors swirled through the small town of Haverhill, whispers of a transient scene near Maura's car, a suspicious vehicle speeding away from the scene. Each tip was meticulously pursued, each dead end deepening the mystery. As days turned into weeks, the hope of finding Maura alive began to dwindle. The initial theory that she had wandered off into the woods disoriented after the crash became increasingly untenable. The freezing temperatures, the lack of any footprints in the snow, the absence of any logical reason for her to disappear voluntarily, all pointed to a more sinister possibility. The investigation shifted focus, moving away from a simple missing person case toward something darker, more unsettling. The scent, once faint but promising, was growing cold, leaving investigators and Maura's family grappling with the agonizing possibility that they were dealing with something far more complex, far more sinister than anyone had initially imagined. With time slipping away, the Maura Murray case began to attract national attention. The FBI joined the investigation, bringing advanced resources and a fresh perspective. Haverhill, a quiet New England town, was thrust into the media spotlight. The FBI's involvement led to a thorough examination of Maura's life and relationships. Agents interviewed friends, family, and classmates, piecing together a timeline of Maura's final days. Maura's computer, cell phone records, and online activity were scrutinized for clues. Every email, search history entry, and online interaction became a potential breadcrumb. As the investigation dug deeper, the focus shifted towards those closest to Maura. Her family, while publicly maintaining their belief that Maura was still alive, became subject to scrutiny. The police explored the possibility that someone within Maura's inner circle might have information about her disappearance. The scrutiny extended to Maura's boyfriend, who was away at West Point. Their phone conversations were analyzed for any signs of tension. Adding to the complexity were inconsistencies in Maura's actions. Why the elaborate lie? Was she trying to cover her tracks, or was she running from something? The questions lingered, casting a shadow of doubt over the investigation. In the years since Maura's disappearance, the investigation has increasingly turned to technology in the hope of uncovering new leads. Forensic experts have revisited Maura's digital footprint, analyzing her online activity, cell phone data, and any other electronic trails she might have left behind. One avenue of exploration has been the possibility that Maura planned her disappearance. Her online search history revealed visits to websites discussing how to disappear, how to create a new identity, how to vanish without a trace. While these searches could be interpreted in various ways, they added another layer of complexity to an already baffling case. By analyzing the pings from Maura's phone, investigators have been able to create a more detailed picture of her travels on the day she disappeared. These digital breadcrumbs, while not definitive, offered tantalizing hints that might one day help to unravel the mystery of Maura Murray's fate. Years drifted by, each one etching the mystery of Maura Murray deeper into the annals of unsolved cases. The initial flurry of activity had long since subsided, replaced by a quiet hum of determination, a refusal to let Maura's memory fade. Then, in 2010, a glimmer of hope, a flicker in the darkness. A local landowner, exploring a wooded area not far from the crash site, stumbled upon a curious sight. A blue bandana partially buried in the soil. The bandana, similar to one Maura was known to wear, sent a jolt of electricity through the investigation. Could this be the breakthrough they had been waiting for? Forensic testing, however, proved inconclusive. The glimmer of hope, like so many before it, flickered and faded, leaving behind a renewed sense of frustration and a lingering question. What had happened to Maura Murray? As time marched on, the case continued to attract amateur sleuths and armchair detectives, each with their own theories and interpretations of the scant evidence. One location in particular became a focal point for speculation, a nondescript A-frame house situated a short distance from where Maura's car was found. Rumors had circulated for years about the house and its possible connection to Maura's disappearance. Some whispered of strange occurrences in the area, of shadowy figures seen coming and going from the property. Others pointed to the homeowner, a recluse with a troubled past, as a potential suspect. While investigators had visited the house on multiple occasions, no concrete evidence linking it to Maura's disappearance was ever uncovered. Yet, the house remained, in the minds of many, a symbol of the unanswered questions, the lingering doubts that continued to swirl around the case. The disappearance of Maura Murray is a stark reminder that even in an age of instant communication and ubiquitous surveillance, some mysteries refuse to be solved. The threads of her life, once so vibrantly woven into the tapestry of family, friendship, and ambition, were abruptly severed on that desolate stretch of New Hampshire highway. What remains is a void, an empty space where her future should have been. For Maura's family, the pain of her absence is a constant companion. Years turn into decades, seasons change, yet the ache in their hearts remains as raw as the day she vanished. They cling to hope, fueled by the unwavering belief that somewhere, somehow, Maura is still out there, waiting to be found. Each missing person represents a shattered family, a community left grappling with unanswered questions, and a void that can never truly be filled. The mystery of Maura Murray continues to captivate the public imagination, inspiring countless articles, books, podcasts, and documentaries. Amateur sleuths pore over the evidence, debating theories and chasing down leads, determined to crack the code that has eluded seasoned investigators for so long. The case, with its tantalizing clues, conflicting accounts, and haunting lack of resolution, serves as a stark reminder of the limitations of human understanding. We crave closure, a neat and tidy ending that will satisfy our need for order in a chaotic world. But sometimes the answers remain elusive, hidden in the shadows, whispered on the wind. And so, the question echoes, unanswered, a chilling whisper in the darkness. Where is Maura Murray?